What's going on? Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Dollar Hour. I am Deontay Bird, Mr. Short Dollar himself, and welcome to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. We got a great show planned for you guys tonight. Tonight we'll be discussing the 5 most missed business expenses. Again, the 5 most missed business expenses, okay? It's a show that I really want to talk about because a lot of people put a lot of focus on, I only kind of look at business expenses in regards to when they file their taxes or doing things like that. But when you miss certain, capitalize on certain business expenses, it can affect you a much greater perspective, especially in terms of trying to acquire funding, just being able to have proper operations, okay. Or just your money being short. Just not taking care of certain things from a growth perspective. Okay. So I think I'm super excited about doing that. But again, tonight's show we're going to be discussing the 5 most missed business expenses. Deontay Burden himself, a.k.a. Mr. Short Dollar. That's right. Live at the Dollar Hour. Before we get started, I want to say what's up. Hey, if y'all haven't noticed, I'm back in the studio.
That's right.
Back here at Misfits Media Lab. Right here, all in, down here in the den, ready to get live with everything. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brother?
And what's happening, man?
Thursday's coming around.
Hey, man, happy Thursday. Glad to be here. Glad to see you. Yeah,
glad to see you.
Absolutely. Glad to be seen also. Also give a shout out to Slick 316. We have a super show, man. Super show. But, guys, before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know we are streaming live right now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And the main vehicle that we use is YouTube. We always want to steer you guys to go to the YouTube channel if you are even looking at one of the other platforms, because that's where the bulk library of all the over 200 videos from Mr. Short Dollar is placed at. But you can see us live on all the different platforms. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And did I forget any damn thing? No, I cannot forget. Streaming live on Roku TV. That's right. On Roku TV, go look up Misfits TV on Roku. You can see your boy in 4K. You get to see this gap in high definition.
That's right.
But again, got super show planned for you guys tonight. But as always, when I recap the previous week, at the beginning of the show, I recap the previous week. And, last week, just want to state we are still in the middle of the pandemic. Again,
Some people think we not.
Oh, man.
I see people at the store like, ain't no pandemic happening. No mask, no nothing, no social distance.
It's funny because, CDC put out new regulations in regards to people that have been fully vaccinated. They don't have the same restrictions being outside. See a couple restaurants saying, if you had your second shot, you don't have to wear your mask. Masking is optional and stuff. So it's kind of like you get all your cross messages. You don't know.
My question is how they know.
Huh?
Are they checking cards? They checking vaccines?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No, they just try to check their bank account, see no damn money. Now we got some more business. That's what they checking. But I want everybody to be safe. As I stated last week, guys, I was streaming live from the crib. We did end tax season May 17th. I want to tell everybody again, thanks for the great tax season. In the instance that you didn't get your tax prepared, make sure you reach out to me. I'm accountant by profession. I own Majestic Business Service. This is our 20th year in business. Majestic, you can reach us at 678-479-4007. And as always, we always leave the list of contact information in the description section of the YouTube channel, so you can check any one of the videos and get the office numbers and reach us there. But also streaming on the web at posted on the web at www.majesticbiz.com. I'm super excited, for the month of June coming up and everything. I got some great shows. We had a lot of shows and videos that we had planned for you guys. Tax season went great, so I got a little, distracted in a good way. Right. But we're going to make up for it in June. I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. Big shout out to my boy Keon Taylor, KT, man. He had his birthday last Friday, man. He had a 3-day event. Oh, wow. Man, KT, he's a big promoter from New Orleans. Okay. He hosts his annual thing, every Friday, every Sunday, tailgate thing for New Orleans Saints fans, like Crown and Norcross. Okay. And he had his birthday party. We had a comedy show Friday. Okay. All white yacht party on Saturday. Okay. With an after party. And then Sunday had a brunch at the pool party. Man, my boy Keon Lord, I tell you what, I was on that boat. I changed to a Saint fan real quick.
Go New Orleans.
Them big old pretty thighs up in there.
Right, so go New Orleans.
Boot up or shut up. God, dog. Shit. Damn the Falcons. Lord. Had a good time, man.
I know, right? I see picture you smiling from ear to ear.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Falcon damn sure lost a fan Saturday. I'm back on ship, but right then and there. Oh, man. I was second line all around there.
Falcon too?
Chasing them big legs. Lord, I had a good time. But, nah, man. But, yeah, shout out to KT, brother. I appreciate you having me, man. We had a blast. Lastly, guys, you know, Mr. Short Dollar, we had 14,400 subscribers. They been kind of hovering. Now, with that said, we've been hovering at that for probably about maybe like a week or so and everything. Mm-hmm. We was in a position where we had a lot of super growth, and that's kind of flattening out and everything. And I think they had a lot to do with the information we've been putting out and stuff. But as always, I do want to thank all you guys for our love and support. Please keep sharing the channel. Please keep telling people to subscribe and, you know, take advantage of information. But even with correlation with that, the TikTok has been growing like crazy. The Instagram been going like crazy. The Facebook still growing like crazy. So all the platforms we're on are still growing, and it's all because of you guys. And I really appreciate you, you know, taking the opportunity to listen to me and take advantage of all the great information we're putting out there. Okay. Again, I am Deontay Burton, a.k.a. Mr. Short Dollar himself. You are on the Dollar Hour on Mr. Short Dollar. Again, we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. The easiest way to keep updated with everything, if you look following us on YouTube, hit that $ in the bottom right-hand corner. But again, we are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, under Mr. Short Dollar. So please, please, please follow us on any one of those platforms. The main platform is the YouTube channel, because that's the hub, but all the videos, over 200 videos on that on the YouTube channel, plus in the description section, all the contact information, all the social media, the business office, everything is listed there, okay? Now, we get into tonight's show. Super excited about this. 5 most missed business expenses, okay? Reason why I want to kind of talk about this is because, like I kind of alluded to it earlier in the show, a lot of people try to move so fast, and they really don't understand that they look at it in terms of sometimes just trying to write certain things off or not even looking at certain things. And even if you don't even pay attention to certain expenses, they'll look at it like, because most of these expenses right here, well, pretty much all of these expenses that I'm going to talk about, they're common expenses, but they don't create barriers to entry for most businesses, right?
Okay.
Outside insurance. And what I mean by barriers to entry, you don't need them to actually start your business. But theoretically, you do need them for your business to function properly. You know, and because you don't have that barrier to entry, to start it up, a lot of people skip over it, make it something they come back to later. You know, I'll visit it later if I need it, you know, or they'll try to go the cheap route, Googling it and find certain ways to get around it. But they're never getting the proper attention.
Okay.
And so when we talk about this show, we're not necessarily talking about tax write-offs or anything like that. I'm talking about straight you being in damn business, you growing and you thriving. And if you don't do the proper due diligence to take advantage of these particular expenses, it will come back and bite you in the butt. It's kind of like the old adage. It ain't if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, when it's going to happen, you would not be ready prepared for, okay? Now, we start off with the 5 most missed business expenses. The first one, which is near and dear to me, because this is my profession, that's accounting. Okay. We know accounting being the financial record keeping of a particular business. When we start talking theoretically what accounting is, it's just all your financial history, financial records from past to present. You need to have proper accounting in place to know exactly the financial health, what's going on with your business, how everything is, you know, functioning, what you made, what you did, and also give you opportunity to also plan and forecast what you're going to do in the future. We've seen the importance of having proper accounting and financial records. how everybody just done went bonkers in the past year and a half because they couldn't get their PPP or their EIDL because they didn't have certain financial records in place, and they going crazy. What is this? What is that?
Right.
And now they paying people to fill out documentations that they don't know what it is, and now you got this whole concept of everybody pushing now the PPP and EIDL fraud, and people don't even know if they did it or not. Before I get going further, I do want to state that with the end of tax season, I got my Johnny Walker blue. I got my blue going tonight.
That blue going.
Got my blue and got my Rocky Patel. Oh boy, your boy getting right. But you know, those instances, you know, a lot of times people just don't know, and it's just so important that you have, you know, those things in place to make sure you got that stuff covered. How can you actually know if your business is, you know, because what we talk about, Lab, you can't never get traffic and fuel profits.
Right.
How do you know truly if your business is doing well or not unless you're looking at them ledgers? You know?
Yeah.
Because you got some money in your bank, that means we making money. Because you got some money in your bank, means you made a deposit.
Right.
That's what that means. But at the end of the day, you don't know if you're putting in too much, not enough or whatever. Exactly. So we got to have those things wrote down, you know. And again, we go back to the whole thing what we just said before, because there's no barrier to entry, people don't find the importance of it. I remember when I was talking to a brother, had a print shop over there on Full Industrial, and you know, we run the whole basic bookkeeping and payroll package, $250, and I just remember vividly, it was a good deal, especially with all the stuff he had going, because his books was jacked. He called himself getting QuickBooks and all this. Hey man, stick to these damn t-shirts, you know.
And let me do what I do. Right.
Now I'm looking. I'm like, man, this effed up.
Right.
You know, I'm telling them like, no, I mean, you know, come to me or come to somebody else. You need your stuff messed up.
Right.
He got a full throttle print shop. I mean, he's actually making business.
Right.
Making money, I'm sorry. And I remember the brother said vividly, he said, Deontay, I can't justify paying you $250. He said, I can't justify with the amount of work we got going. And I just respond, you know, brother, I ain't in the justifying business, I'm in the accounting business.
Right.
But you actually functioning, and by you not wanting to pay me $250 a month can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
Because you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
And it was just, it's not amazing to, because I'm used to it. Like I say, 20 years in the game, I done heard and seen it all. How people just want to underestimate everything. They want to come, I get it all the time, tax season. People got their little sheet of paper wrote down. I mean, they making way over 6 figures. Right. I got people that have made hell over 7 figures. And they got this old Crayola sheet, sales,
with the name at the top,
insurance, equipment, everything I wrote down. No kind of ledgers or books.
Right.
I mean, do you know if, God, and it's so dangerous for something. If you do get audited, if you get sued, and you got to go through this stuff, you don't know if you'd have totally underestimated what you've been doing.
Right.
And it's just that dangerous, and because people don't find that sense of urgency or importance of having the proper accounting and stuff like that, you don't know what you can miss out on. Because again, now you start talking about different times where you can probably get funding opportunities, contract opportunities, and they want to see your financial records to see what you're doing. You don't have it. Nothing been endorsed, nothing looks, you know, anything in a way professional. And most importantly, here's the thing about it. When you're a business owner, a true business owner, I ain't talking about a true hustler owner, but you're a true business owner, you don't need to know accounting, but you need to know how to interpret those financials. So when you get caught on the carpet to be explained, it be it from an investor, be it from an auditor, however it may come, you want to at least know to say, have some kind of dialogue to know what the hell is going on with your business.
Right, right.
And people, again, they just really just don't want to take advantage of it, you know. So I just want to, that's the first one I just want to discuss, that being the accounting. Guys, if you're on YouTube, you screen on the chat, hey, you know, take advantage of the super chat. You know, if you guys got any questions, I just want, and this is any platform that you're on. If it's not directly related to the show topic, I'm not saying don't leave anything, but what I will do, and I promise you this, we'll come back for the end of the show and answer any questions. Okay, so again, we're answering questions. You know, just keep the dialogue of the show together. But again, if it's not directly related to the show, please hold all those questions to the end of the show. We'll go from there, okay? But if you got anything as far as with the super chat and thing, make sure, leave them some love, leave a comment or anything. But anything that you guys want to give in regards to, the discussion night, please join in, okay?
Okay.
That first one being, the most missed business expense was accounting. Okay, your boy done got. Well, I tell you, my line of work rough.
Nobody sees your part.
They always tell me you ain't doing that, putting in that computer.
Right? Why I gotta pay that much? I get somebody else to do that. Why I gotta pay that much? They don't see your part of the business.
Go buy some QuickBooks and got your wife working on it. And she ain't smart. She a little smarter than you.
Oh, jeez.
Come on now.
Need somebody who gonna do this thing right.
Yeah, come on, don't pay that money. Your girl don't know what the hell she doing. People want to come to that realization, do they?
Not at all. Not at all. We all think we smarter than we are.
Well, they're still smarter than what they are, but like I say, it just go down that value.
Right.
Because anytime you're doing things that it's not tangibly, because you don't see me turning a wrench, you don't see me swinging a hammer. Is I'm sitting somewhere, and that's pretty much most of these, kind of like the skill set of most of the professionals we're gonna be talking about tonight. Because they ain't doing that, well, they just gotta, you ain't doing nothing but that.
Right.
You really don't come. Most of the time, people come to us when
it's too late, almost.
What we got to do is dire situations.
Right. Okay.
Well, we really got to charge ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole lot cheaper on the front end than the back.
Right.
Oh man, I mean, you see what happens is coming to fall. That's when everybody get their audit letters.
Okay.
And then they got to come to me.
Okay.
And they do all this other kind of stuff. And your boy ain't cheap. So
not at all.
You gotta pay for all them damn alphabets at the end of my name. So we got.
Cause I pay for them.
Hey man, shit. We got to do it now.
Right.
Right. I'm Mr. Short Dollar, not Mr. Cheap Dollar. So, that was kind of that first one being accounting. That's a real sore spot with me. Right. But please, guys, if you are in business, you're looking to grow your business, make sure you get a proper bookkeeping, accountant, some kind of financial professional that you can share your vision with, and they can help you go in the right direction. Okay, I wouldn't necessarily just try to find one, but do your due diligence, try to interview and find the proper one. If you can't find it, feel free to reach out to us at Majestic Business Services. Again, the contact information is listed on the description section of the video, or you can Google the company, Majestic Business Services. I'm pretty sure it'll pop up from there. Again, this is the Dollar Hour, hosted by yours truly, Deontay Burton, a.k.a. Mr. Short Dollar himself, talking about the 5 most business expenses. First one was accounting. The second one is what we alluded to earlier, being insurance. We know in essence, insurance is just a protection for your assets and your interests, right? You're trying to get a financial protection for that. That being, your business, your family, your livelihood, certain, your home, your car, different things like that. You've paid a certain premium to be able to cover that in the event something happens to you or event something happens to it, i.e. car wreck, i.e. fire, right? Or with you maybe death, sickness, things like that. And again, we start talking about insurance is probably the only one of all these things what I'm just talking about is probably most required. Some companies have a minimum, like you got to have some kind of license, bonded, or insured or something, right, to do certain contracts, to do certain endeavors. But people really don't. If they don't need it, they're not going to get it.
Right.
I look at my field. Just basic errors, omission. Insurance to cover. Just in kind of mistakes we may have just being accountants. A lot of people don't have it. A lot of people don't have it. Going through the situation with my house, when the tree hit it. Right. I'm talking to the contractors because I knew the adjuster. Hey man, are you insured? And the brother that I really finna move on, I mean, he had some of that good game on him. And he was like, yeah, man, what's wrong with the black folks? We got to protect each other. Yeah, he put that black card on him.
Okay.
I was like, okay, cool. All right, brother. All right, right on. Right. So what the adjuster I told him, just make sure they got insurance and all that kind of stuff to cover everything. Hey man, you got insurance? What you need that for? He said, I already got the liability if I get hurt. I said, no, I need insurance just in case you don't finish it. I think you might need to go get another contract. Whoa. You will be amazed how many people walking around here. They actually do decent work, but they're nowhere near in compliance.
Right.
With anything. And just having basic asset protection. So we start talking about now you ain't got insurance. Mm-hmm. You can be sitting there you've worked so hard to do certain things. And one mistake can just cost you. Right. I'm going to use myself for example. 20 years in the game, probably like year 3 or 4. and I had a tax return that I did for somebody. Something was transposed or whatever, but I was wrong. Long story short, the return came back a couple months later, and the people owed money. Now again, they still owe money regardless. If I just did it the right way, they still would have owed the money.
Right.
But because of that, they thought they were getting a refund. Was I legally responsible for them owing? No, because that's what they had done.
Mm-hmm.
But morally, I felt that it was an issue.
Okay.
Because I had made an error with that. Right.
Okay.
So
okay.
I just said that, kind of keep, cost doing business. It ain't gonna work for you all the time. So I said, okay, what's the penalty? It was like about $800. I said, I'll split it in half for you.
Okay.
Cool. They didn't like it. They still pissed off. I wasn't gonna pay the whole damn thing, but I go half, because I knew it was a mistake. I say all that to say, basic error and omission policy is $60 per client.
Right.
If they pay it, or I can pay a bulk fee, which I do now, and pay $10 per person that I pay.
Okay.
And I got the same protection that if that would have happened,
right,
it would cover that.
Insurance took care of it.
Yeah, insurance would have took care of it. Something that simple. And because a lot of times we don't want to take the time to sit here and protect ourselves and even protect our clients, we feel it ain't needed. We're going to pray on it. We're going to hope it ain't going to happen. Don't be negative. Now, that shit get you in the poorhouse all the damn time.
The don't be negative part.
Yeah, don't be negative. Walk around riding around here with no damn insurance, no way to cover yourself or the people you're dealing with. Right. You can't do that.
What if he would have did? What if he would set your house on fire? And he got liability for him, but he ain't got no insurance to cover your house being burned down.
You screwed.
Yeah.
You screwed. You screwed. And it's so dangerous. And too many times people, when they want to get into business, they're so stuck on what they know how to do and try to, cut corners. They don't want to protect themselves.
Right.
And the sad part about that, people can have money, making money, and they don't want to spend it. That's the crazy part, making bread.
If you're making money, and making it constantly, you should want to protect your money that's coming in.
Again, it's just there's no barrier to entry.
Right.
So they can it ain't gonna happen to me. That's how it is. Where that's not happening, people just don't have that same sense of urgency to do it. So again, we were talking about 5 most business expenses. The first one being accounting, the second one being insurance. That one right there, man, put a whole lot of folks in bad shape because again, they don't have the proper coverage. Even when they get it, they may get some minimum thing in regards to just coverage wise. So something happened, ain't enough. Ain't enough. Get all that stuff done on the front end. Get your accountant, get your insurance guy. Try to find all that stuff in place first. Mandatory or not, please, people, please take advantage of it. Make some kind of way you can try to cover and protect yourself. Okay? Third thing, again, we're talking about the 5 most missed business expenses. The third thing is, this is very, very important. We talk about the legal aspect. Let me tell y'all something, man. That Google contract that you pull up or whatever, shit, it's about good as a damn piece of paper.
Oh, really?
Fold up airplane.
Okay.
At the end of the day, guys, you get for what you pay for.
Okay.
So
I can't go and buy one of these legal programs and print out what I need off the legal program.
I think you can go to a legal Zoom or something like that and get some documents, but you're not going to be able to get your specific document.
Okay.
I always tell people, and you guys can make sure you can on the YouTube videos, I had a link to Fiverr. Hit that link and you can find a freelancer, Fiverr or Upwork. Get your freelancer, attorney, whatever. I paid the last time I get some new contracts for new hires for the other company, Majestic Accounting. I paid $200 for a guy to draft 2 contracts for new employee and new contractor hires. Get a lawyer to do it.
Okay.
I mean, you can be savvy and do that kind of stuff, but I mean, if you could try to go to court with that damn Google bill of sale, that Google contract, it's gonna have so many damn loopholes in it. Especially if you start trying to get some money. Now, if you're trying to get basic stuff that you probably wouldn't even need a damn contract for, that's one thing. I just want my $100 back or whatever. We start talking about damage to be done. You have no kind of asset protection, no kind of contract to protect you. Well, we just did a handshake. Or I just had, this is what was on, I downloaded
a gentleman's
online.
handshake.
Hell no. So
let me take a moment and say hello to Tequila Jefferson. We appreciate you tuning in on Misfits TV and radio. We appreciate it. And thank you for all the comments. Of course, when it comes to business, it is always, and Poochie just said this, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. You're correct.
All the time. All the time. We have to do a very good job. Thanks for tuning in to Tequila Jefferson.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Tequila. The biggest thing is, you know, people just had a thought process that ain't going to happen to me.
We always say it's not going to happen to me.
You be so engulfed. See, it's such a great, and shout out to anybody that want to start their own business and be an entrepreneur, because I'm always pro on that, because I know how hard, I know how scary it is to do it. But you got to think like a business owner. You go in with the hustling perspective, that what makes you move. Mm-hmm. But you can't think like no hustle, because you think like a hustle, you're not going to protect yourself. You're just going to try to make money over and over and over again. Something going to happen, and you're going to lose all that damn stuff. Mm-hmm. You know? You got to be able to know how to manage the attitude. I've been hustling my whole life, but I know how hustling is cyclical. You're going to sit there and make your money, you're going to make it, and when you get it, you're going to have you up, and you're going to have you down. Okay. Or even more operating as a CEO, where you working on the business instead of in the business, you protecting everything. You sitting there, you function, your thought process is how to put the systems in place, how everything's set up, moving and functioning and protecting, so you got that machine that's going if you're there or not there. And those kind of things I think people don't want to, take the time to, to look at. Right. We start talking about having that whole legal perspective set up. You want to make sure you got all the contracts possible. Mm-hmm. What happens like, me and Lab, Lab helping me out. I'm going to give a better example. I'm being Lab's apprentice. Lab showing me all his trade secrets. Oh. How he mix, master, scratch, everything. And he got the whole lab system that he promotes and everything. So I go out the next year and I coined the pooch system.
Exactly the same thing.
Lab ain't got no damn non-disclosure agreements or nothing. Right. We just did give me some love, give me a hug. Like, it ain't copyrighted. Right. The lab system. Right. I call it the pooch system. I was doing it first. I just wasn't posting it. He was posting it for me. Oh, wow. Oh. Hey, anybody that know that work for Deontay Burton on Majestic Business Services, your ass gotta sign that non-disclosure. And I will sue you. Right. I will sue you. We will cease and desist.
Trust me, Pooch, nobody's coming behind this table without an NDA. I'm sorry. There's too many trade secrets going on back here that people want to know right now.
But those are things, people don't protect themselves. Because we talking about that. It can be your secret recipe for the cakes. It can be your whole system on whatever. I got the whole tax course coming out in a couple of months. We're going to push it out this year, y'all. Those kind of things, this is my system. It's copyrighted. It's covered, and everything. People can actually do things, but I'm selling you how to outfunction my system. Right. And I know what to give, what not to give, what to make sure people got, especially, if I'm going to take care of you, make sure, you're getting the proper information. But I know what not to give. Mm-hmm. And those kind of things, when people do certain things and they let the guard down, because, again, I'm a firm believer in helping people, because, like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if nobody didn't help me. Mm-hmm. But you can't be no damn fool. That's true. And you got to understand that, listen, contracts keep friendships. Mm-hmm. They keep friendships. Get everything on paper, get it in black and white, and keep it moving. Right. I done had plenty of times, Cat, man, I ain't paying you nothing. I ain't giving you that damn money. All right. Little lawyer call you. Right. You want to go have a drink? Well, let's go have a drink. we ain't going to argue that. Not at all. Why I'm going to argue that? Right. We ain't finna do that. You can do it either your way or the right way. It ain't going to make no difference. I'm going to sue the hell out you. You going to pay the legal fees.
And my legal fees. I get you.
You're like, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to break you this. Nah, I ain't going to do all that. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for it. You just going to get that letter in the mail. Your accounts get froze and all that kind of stuff. Now, when you actually making money, these are things that really do happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They really do happen,
But I don't think people, when you start a small business, I don't think people really sees that aspect of the business. They don't see it because, for one, they're starting small. And a lot of people say they dream big, but they really don't dream big. So they don't see those aspects of, well, if later on down the line, I'm gonna need this, or I need to start this now to actually, when we talk about insurance and legal, let me go ahead and start it now as a small business and get a relationship with the lawyer and the insurance person.
Yep.
Get a relationship with them so they'll know, you know what I'm saying, building that network and building that bond with them as a small business owner. So when you do get bigger, they say, hey, I see you making a little bit more money. You might want to look at this package. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that.
Awesome point, because that's a great point. Like, we always talk about business, all about relationships. Like I say, they know your vision, they know your growth pattern, they see your future and everything. Circle back, and they always go through. We have an insurance company call you. Hey man, I noticed this, that, and that. I got this new little product. Want you to upgrade to this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great point, Lab. Just have people on deck that knows your vision and understand it. Like, look, man, this is what you're trying to do. This is where you at. This is where we want to be. And I constantly evaluate, looking over certain things. But that's super important. So we want to make sure we got that legal component set up. Again, this is the dollar hour. Tonight we're talking about the 5 most missed business expenses. I am Deontay Burton, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about business, personal finance, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. Right now we're streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and also Roku TV on the Misfits TV. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the platform, but most importantly, go back to our YouTube channel so you can get that whole library of all the videos that we got. Tonight, again, we'll talk about 5 most missed business expenses. The first being accounting, second being insurance, the third being legal. Now we have the fourth one, which is very, very important, and this is education and training. So many people are
let me get a clarification. Us or our employees?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Because at the end of the day, even you say your employees getting it, that's us. Because if our people, if we the owner, and we got a new piece of equipment coming out, if they're using it, they don't know, right? New system, new technology, new software, right? We don't know. If we're CEOs and stuff like that, they got a new processes going on. If you're not versed with, just say, Six Sigma or different kind of operational systems, or how to move more effectively and efficiently, what kind of owner? How good of an owner can you be?
Right.
If you just know the way that you did it. You know, if you old school, you using old school methods, and you're not making any kind of money because you got everybody else posting on social media, doing all this kind of stuff, and they're 50 times looking more busier than you are, but that's what's getting it.
Okay.
I ain't got time to post on no Facebook or that ain't me. They ain't got to do this, that, and that. But what happens is, you missing the boat. You know, the optics of it. That little 2 or 3 seconds to take a picture is costing you from the standpoint that you're not trying to look as busy or even kind of just promote yourself.
Right.
With doing that. And that's where, we start looking at, you have to make sure that you want to be on the right track to grow, that you'll make sure you got a whole training and growth perspective set in for, like you said, you and your people. We talk about all the time sharpening that saw. Okay. You can't have the same kind of methods. Now you have the. What I look at in business is what you can't learn or be taught is experience. You can't learn it. You got to go through stuff to learn experience, but you can be taught the systems.
Okay.
And from that point, you can apply the experience to that particular system. And you say, like, look, man, I know that new technology, that's good, but that doesn't apply to us because we got X amount of people working. That's for 2 or 3 people. Or but during that time of year, they're selling that. Most of our folks don't do that. You know, just different things you can kind of look at. Things, but you have to have the experience to understand what's going to work and what's not going to work, okay? And those kind of things, I think, you can't really replicate unless you done went through something and, and seen that kind of thing. Most folks really don't understand that, so you have to make sure that you're putting yourself in a position to gain experience, but also take advantage of new technology, new systems, new trends, anything that comes down the pipe that can elevate you or your business, right? And a lot of times people just don't want to do it. Me being a tax accountant, you got every fall, new regulations, new compliance methods, everything's coming up. I'm gonna give a perfect example. This is what different. I ain't never experienced this before, just for tax season. Typically, each fall, you know, the new tax laws come out in the summer. You spend the fall kind of reading over everything, getting yourself up to date. Then you start training late fall, getting ready for tax season. Tax season start in January, whatever, right? What was different this year was, check this out. You had the new laws and the rules and stuff came in the fall of 2020. Then what happened? We had a whole damn stimulus bill, new bill, came up in December. So you got to readjust and reevaluate and learn these new systems and these new rules for this upcoming 2021 tax season. And then what the hell they do after that? March 2021 came out with another stimulus package with a whole new set of rules and compliance issues for the tax season.
Right.
So you're talking about 3, where it's normally 1. And hell, you had 1 in the middle of tax season that came that adjusted all the rules.
Okay.
So now you forget people get these child tax credit checks starting next month. All these new things just came in during the tax season.
Okay.
And so when I say this in terms, you have to be able to be flexible enough, willing enough to make sure you be knowledgeable to handle all the kind of new concepts and laws. And people, if you're not trying to educate yourself and stay on top of it, we're talking about those expenses, you got to pay that money. If I go to a little seminar, I go to a class, I share a lot. That mastermind group I went to, about 3-4 years ago, that turned my whole damn business around. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I remember you talking about that. Like,
and I was looking from the sideline. Why the hell I'm gonna get this man $2,000 for 2
you
days?
said I can't justify giving you $2,000. But Tequila Jefferson said learning the system is very important, and the best way to learn that is by hands-on a lot of times.
Hands-on, sometimes, you know, even observing. If you have it, Tequila, we did a video on how to create systems. You can go in the library from Mr. Short Dollar. I think we did it about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, how to create systems. My background, I got a master in supply chain management. So from a consultant standpoint, I do a lot of, you know, reevaluating, recreating, and fixing problems for businesses, you know, outside of tax season. So check out that video in regards to how to create systems. You know, check that out, because that was a real good, I gave my whole blueprint on how I do the initial evaluation, brainstorming, crafting, implementing, monitoring, and also rating new systems I create. That's a good video I did in regards to how to create systems.
Say hey to your mama.
Oh, what's up, mama? Big shout out to mama. I'm proud of myself. I can say it now. I bought my mama a car.
Okay.
I bought my mama a car. That was one of life. That was one of them things in life you want to do. Yeah, I bought my mom a car.
Right.
Gave it to her yesterday. Hey. I can be honest about it. Reason why I did it, I got a couple in the driveway. I ain't want to try to grab one of them. Beat you to the punch, mama.
You need your own.
Beat you to the punch.
Right.
But nah, man, shout out. Thank you, mama. My mama been super supportive of me, man. So thank you, baby. I appreciate everything. I hope you like the ride. The education piece is very important because a lot of people just try to avoid it. Tonight we're talking about 5 business expenses that a lot of people miss. The 5 most missed business expenses. We talk about accounting, insurance, the legal aspect, education and training, and then we're on the last one. And I say this one for last because this is probably the most missed because people just feel like they don't damn need it. And they want to do it the way they want to do it. And they don't understand that this, when you're talking to a person, you know, they've been in business school, grad school, and we talk about this a lot. This is the lifeblood of your damn business, and that is advertising. People, posting and sharing your business on Facebook and Instagram is not advertising.
Yeah.
It's what it is, posting and sharing.
Right.
And what you got to understand, just from a more simplistic term, is that it's only going to go as far really as your net. Maybe a little bit outside of your friends or somebody share it, but for the most part, outside of the people that your net, your Facebook friends, your Instagram followers, and if they're really not interested in that product, it's not going to benefit it.
Okay.
People have to understand, we talk about this all the time on Mr. Short Dollar Guys, where you got to make sure you subscribe and check out all the videos in the library. What you like doing, keep it a hobby. What people want, make it a business.
Okay.
You can't get caught up in all that, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to put out, and nobody want to buy it.
Rewind that one more time, because that's something people need to hear one more again.
Yeah, what you want to do,
Okay.
you keep it a hobby.
Okay.
What people want, you make that your business.
Okay.
And that's how you're going to be able to sustain.
Okay.
You sitting there trying to do things your way, I'm posting this, doing that. Your product has to go to the people that want your product.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't want to spend the time to think about, because anything can sell.
Mm-hmm.
It's just far too often we don't put things in the right position to be sold to the people that want it.
Mm-hmm.
We trying to sell stuff to people that whatever, because typically everybody started a business. What happened? You cook some food, people gonna buy a plate for you. After a while, that shit, or you selling some clothes. What we talk about the Kente cloths and on the juice. We go through it like
the Kente cloths, juice in that. In the slimmer stuff.
The waist trainers, the
yeah,
tea, all that BS. But even still, just all seriousness, people are gonna buy from you. But after a while, if they have made a purchase or not, support is a funny word. It's a great word, right? Uh-huh. Support can be I love you, I'm proud of you, share it, tell somebody, whatever. But support, what we want support to come is what? Dollars. I need your money. I need you to buy my product.
Right.
I mean, that's cool. You posting and sharing and you're liking. Shit, buy one. But they don't like it. So at the end of the day, are they wrong for not buying, or are you wrong for not being more proactive trying to get it to the people that want your product?
Right.
And the people that want your product might be in Indonesia. They may be in Australia. They may be in California. They may be in Texas. Mm-hmm. And you sitting here in Atlanta trying to push something to your family and friends, and they just don't want it. Mm-hmm. And you got to be savvy enough to understand that whatever product I'm creating, you looking at who is that ideal customer.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's a division problem with the advertising because they don't see outside of their local zip code or their local state? They don't see themselves branching out farther than that. And like we always say, the earth is flat when it comes to certain things, when you come to business and advertising, because you have so many outlets and so many ways to reach people. So do you think it's just a vision problem maybe?
Yeah, I think it's a vision. I don't say vision the main problem. I think that is one of the main problems. But at the end of the day, public library are free. Shit, you can read a book.
Right.
I mean, and I say that, and that's a good question to ask, Lab. If you just start selling clothes, you're in the industry, and people gonna do the common things: Google some videos, look on YouTube, talk to some people, and they want to start a little clothing line or whatever, and that's gonna give you general information.
Okay.
But when you're gonna start paying some money, going to some mastermind groups, going to some trade shows, getting burned. Doing some other little concepts here and there, trying to go out here and bid to get put in certain stores and platforms. Those are the kind of things you got to do where you're investing in yourself to learn it. So your vision may be limited, but you're going to have to start do some leg work to get yourself educated. Because again, once we get educated, our vision opens up. Okay. Right? That's what happens. Right. You're going to always have a narrow sight by your experience and your knowledge. But the more you know, the more you experience, the broader your vision gets.
Okay.
But what happens is when we got to get that vision experience, we got to sacrifice time, we got to sacrifice money, we got to take risks, we got to do scary stuff that we never did before, and people just not willing to do that. And people just don't get awards for being different, for taking risks, for doing things different. And when that just happened, they got to be cool with it. But far too often, people don't want to say nothing about that. Why? Because now I'm getting it off of you, put it back on me, where the shit need to be from the get-go. And people don't want to be accountable for themselves. Okay. You got to always make sure you're accountable to yourself. Like, what didn't you do? What could I do better? What did I do wrong? And that's what real, true owners do. They go back to the lab, see what they did right, see what they did wrong, make adjustments, and go back out there and go get that money. But, no, I think that's, right on, man. But stop trying to go the cheapest way possible to find out how to do stuff. People, they want to get a food truck. People call. I got a phone call about a week ago. Guy want to get a food truck, and he's just looking at because he cooked. He gonna buy a truck. Know nothing about marketing. Know nothing about advertising. Knew nothing about just compliance with all documents. I go get a food license. But look, man, depending on where you at, certain municipalities may require other information, other documentation. You got opportunities out there that people can't fund you if you go to certain places, certain days. I don't want to do that. Right. Now I got to read. Read? Read what, a book?
A book?
with pages.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't got time to read. I got to cook some chicken.
And that's another problem right there. That aspect of thinking everybody gonna want this chicken. I don't need to advertise. Once one person tastes it, it's gonna spread like wildfire. That's the problem. Once one person one person see these jeans I made, it's gonna spread like wildfire.
Lad, let me tell you something. And I'm speaking from personal experience. We talk about all the time, niches bring riches. Until I knew the ideal viewer for Mr. Short Dollar. Mm-hmm. And our niche is probably in the narrowest form, 25 to 55 black female entrepreneurs.
Right.
You know, that's most of my following. Hell, 80%. Right. That's what all the data and everything shows. Right. You know, with everything. I get the videos, what the stuff for the brothers, and this, that, and that. Shit, on the video channel that y'all looking at all their videos at. You ain't looking at you ain't supporting me.
Right.
You know, I take care of those that take care of me.
Right.
You know? And so, and I say that to say that me spending, I'm going to put all kind of information out there, but me getting away from my niche or my main following that does stuff is not going to benefit me.
Right.
Right? So I always got to be conscious of that. It goes back to, you know, we had super success with the grant videos. Hey, I want to do videos on this, I want to do, but at the end of the day, if my following wants grants, I got to give them grants. You know, I got some great stuff coming down the pike, y'all, but at the end of the day, you still got to be conscious of what the people want.
Right.
Not what you trying to do.
Right.
You trying to say, no, that ain't what I want to do, and you sitting there with no money in your pocket.
Right.
And I got to have some money in my pocket. Huh?
That's the reason I'm going. That's why I'm getting these.
I ain't on probation. We ain't trying to do no damn community service.
I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Advertising, you know, guys, just like a little base rule of thumb, you take anywhere from 5 to 6% of your revenue, just forecast and kind of put it towards advertising. Spend a little time, just a little nugget I want to give you guys. When we start looking at advertising, work backwards from the goal, what we talk about, and guys, I'm gonna have a lot more courses and one-on-one sessions for you guys, you know, from a subscription standpoint coming up in the next month or so. But when we start looking at advertising, what I want you guys to start thinking about, if you're in business, work backwards from the goal. What I mean by work backwards from the goal, you know that ideal person. Stop thinking everybody want to get your product.
Right.
That product that you sell, who really wants it? Who really wants that product? Mm-hmm. You know how they look, what color they are, what age they are, what size they are, what all the different demographics, where they live, how much they spend, this, that, and that. Some may be a little slighter here and there. Advertise where they are. Advertise where they are. Not advertise to them, advertise where they are.
Right.
And that will draw them back to you.
Right.
Spend some time. Stop trying to post and share to every damn body that don't. We talk about it. What's the God, I'm about to go blank. We start talking about the I don't want to say commodity is the word, but you know it's the we talk about cash and time. You know that cash is spent. Once you spend, y'all get cash back.
Right.
But time, we can't get back.
Right.
And so you do not need to lose. No, time
is your most valuable asset.
Yeah, it's
time
most valuable
is your
asset
because you can't get it back.
I was about to say that's the new currency, time. And you know, we start looking at that, you can't get it back. Like Lab just said. And you can't get it back, so you have to make sure you're being as efficient and as effective as possible. Guys, as you said, you know, my background is in supply chain, so I'm all Six Sigma, all this other stuff, so I'm always looking at ways to do things more effective, more efficiently, that being more better and more cheaper, spend less, get the most. So I'm always telling people, look, you need to just spend a little time on the front end, figuring out that kind of stuff, and then let all that stuff pay for itself. You're not wasting time posting it. Good example is I'm owner of a tax business. When I do my advertising on Facebook, I exclude all accountants, tax business owners. So when I get on Facebook and I see all these different tax businesses, they've wasted dollars because I shouldn't be getting it. When I see, you know what I'm getting from? I'm getting intel.
Right.
Damn, I ought to put that on my ad. That's what I'm getting.
Right.
But there's no benefit for them. This needs to go to people that can actually go to get their taxes done.
Okay.
But it goes back to what I'm saying. You got to be smart enough to understand that if you're selling bracelets, you need to exclude bracelet makers.
Okay.
There's no reason for them to be looking at your stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So all this kind of stuff needs to become, you know, again, Guys, if y'all stuck, remember, all the links and everything in the description section. I do consultation appointments and everything, so go there. The links are there, book an appointment. Real painless process. You guys can Google me and everything. You know, again, I'm credible, verifiable, all that good stuff. And I just want you guys to be as efficient as possible. We have a great show tonight where we talked about 5 of the most missed business expenses. Again, we talked about accounting, insurance, legal, education training, and advertising. Right now, if we get a chance before we wrap up, I want to go through, see if anybody had any questions about anything, any questions came through the chat.
Of course, Tequila. She's commenting to us like she's been doing the whole time. She says when it comes to business, she always tells people to work from the inside out. Always cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure that you are reflecting on, like you said, what people want and what they need and things of that nature when it comes to business. There hasn't been really any comments but that. So Facebook has a few comments. Let me look and see if I can.
Got any questions?
Yeah, no questions.
No questions.
Okay. Facebook is saying hey.
Hey, everybody. I guess everybody make me feel like I'm right tonight.
Yeah. Burns.
Okay.
It says hey.
Cool. Appreciate tuning in.
Hey.
What's up, Slick? She's Slick on Instagram too.
Yeah.
Guys, I appreciate all of you guys that tuned in tonight. Again, we talked about the 5 of the most missed business expenses. Hope information helped you guys. Again, we got over 200 videos on the YouTube channel. Please go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, another caveat, you guys know I'm part of the Misfits Media family, Misfits Radio family. Go to the YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram. Follow my family. We got comedy shows, religious shows, political shows, great shows, super dope Sunday music shows.
Right.
Everything I need you is there. And also go to Misfits TV on Roku, 4K, everything. See all us digitally and everything. Supports my Misfits Radio, Misfits Media, Misfits TV family. Okay, guys. Also, again, if you look on the YouTube channel, we got all the merchandise for Mr. Short Dollar. You got all ladies. I got all the little nice sweatshirt and all the stuff, fellas. I got the muscle shirts.
They looking fly too.
Oh man,
They
come on
looking
now.
fly. I just seen them. They looking fly.
Ladies, if you want to get in good graces with your man, I'm telling you what to get for Father's Day. A Mr. Short Dollar shirt. I got the shirts, the cups, everything you need. Go to the online store. Go to the YouTube channel. You'll see the online store right there. Hit on one of those shirts. Best Father's Day gift you can ever have. He opened it up on Father's Day. He see that Mr. Short Dollar.
Right.
Oh, good Lord, girl.
He ain't gonna need to buy nothing else.
Dude, THU, you do. But serious business, I do want to tell everybody again, thanks for all the love and support. Please continue to support us. And if you have any questions, anything, feel free to reach out and everything. I've had a blast. This past year been super challenging, super rewarding, super fun. I look forward to putting more great information out to you guys. Also, lastly, I got another YouTube channel, Change the Life, hosted by yours truly, Deontay Burton, which is actually my longest channel where we talk about personal development, motivation, family, parenting, all that great stuff. We've been behind the 8 ball with a lot of stuff with Change the Lives, but feel free to please hit on the Google Change the Lives, hosted by Deontay Burton on YouTube or Google. You can pull that up. Also, you can go to my personal website, which is DeontayBurton.com. You want to book me for as a motivational, financial speaker or anything for your group, men's group, women's group, your school, anything like that. Just feel free to look me up on there. Got all kind of ways to get in contact with your boy. 2021 been awesome for me. I told you guys back in December I was going to knock the doors off. Well, I done knocked the damn doors off already. I did that back in March. So now we're going to keep the whole damn house down.
Right.
But again, I've been doing it really most important with all you guys' love and support. So again, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank my Misfits Media family. Most importantly, thank my family and everybody that been supporting me over the years and stuff like that. Take care, you guys. Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon.